Hello and welcome back to some Banished. Our little town here is definitely starting to take off. I've gotten quite a bit done since our last recording. I believe the last one that I uploaded, or the one before this, is recovering from our tornado. So let me show you around here. I have managed to get some bricks going, and we upgraded our blacksmith. So when we want to, we are going to be able to make steel tools and apparently muskets, which I have never made before. But they sound pretty exciting. We're going to leave it on iron tools for now because I don't have any coal coming in. What else? Oh, I did get this really cool storage building up, and it holds a crap ton of stuff. It holds a lot. Like we have almost 6,000 mutton, 1,200 pumpkins, 1,000 ginger. Like it holds a lot, and it's only 29% full. I did start putting in some stone roads where the main roads where most people walk, including all the way over to our trade depot. I put moss pathways over here just to see what it looked like. I figured it's closer to the water. It'd probably have some moss growing on it. It looks cool. It kind of blends in with the ground, so I didn't use a whole lot of it. But I put it in to see what it looked like. And that significantly speeds people up, the stone pathways. I added another couple houses over here. Definitely starting to get some density going. I put in a little churchyard, like a little school churchyard. I put a little pond back here. I was going to put the big one back here, but I was like, the kids go back here from school. We don't want them drowning in the pond. So I put the small one. I figured if you fall in this one, you can just stand up, It can't be that deep. It's not that big. I put a little flower garden back here, a little flower bed, as well as a tiny, tiny little cemetery. It only holds the 2 graves, but it gives some people a place to go and mourn their loved ones that have passed. We will soon have a huge cemetery. I have plans for where I'm going to put our next church, and I'm planning on building the much bigger, grander one and putting a huge cemetery back behind it. I will show you where I have plans for that pretty shortly. I moved our logging guy over here. I got tired of him planting trees in my little churchyard, so I just moved him. He's not that much farther off. And now he has this circle of influence. It's not... We lost a little bit of trees with this mountain, but it's no big deal. Our logs are staying up. The most place that I've done growth is back here in the back. I got a watermill going. I've never built a watermill, and it looks... I love it. It looks so good. Unfortunately, when he's in here grinding barley into flour, the wheel doesn't actually turn. I guess they couldn't figure out a way to do that, but it still looks really good in my opinion. Definitely one of my new favorite buildings. And you might have guessed, with the watermill, we do have the option to grow barley now, and I have been doing that. So we will get a little baker's corner somewhere started. Not that we really need it. We have 60,000 food, but, I want my people to have variety. If they want some fresh baked bread, they should be able to get some. So we will be putting in a baker's kind of little corner area somewhere. Up here, I've started clearing way for the neighborhood I plan on putting up here. I did put in a second schoolhouse. Our first one was filled up with 20 students. It looks like they have slots for 2 right now. But I did put in a second one because I knew it was coming, and we need to keep our people educated. That's very important. So I started putting a little community up here. I put them in a little tiny market. This is just a small market. It has a much smaller circle of influence than our bigger one over here. I believe this is the medium-sized market out of the ones you get to choose from. And last but not least, with the new stuff, we got milk cows, which I'm so excited about. We're going to put in a creamery or a dairy, whatever it's called. We're gonna start making some cheese. What are they making anything? They are milking them, so we're getting some milk for our little people. So yeah, I got the cows and the mill house, the water mill. We're growing here. So I'm gonna unpause and let them start doing what they do. And let's look and see, where is the dairy? Here's the bakery. Where is our dairy here? I know I've seen it. It's the first one. If I would just look, maybe. Now, should I put it back here next to the cows? Or put it more in town? I don't know. Where am I planning on putting the baker's corner? Thinking probably up here. Where's our circle of influence? Right over here, huh? That's not really that big of an area. Let's put in our like dairy and baker area right here along the river. I like that idea. And then they can all live over in the community over there. We'll start packing in the houses. Let me bring a road out here first before we start placing things. Good, it can go in front of that house, and we'll just bring it right along here. And get our dairy. And which way is technically the front? Alright, this is the front. We'll put it right next to the cow pasture. And the baker's area. Maybe I will try to tuck the bakers in over here. Then they don't have so far to go. Although I'm sure the flour probably has to go to the barn first, and then the baker has to go to the barn, so maybe it doesn't really matter. You know what? We'll put it over here along the river. No big deal. Let's bring this road down. And I think I'm just going to put one in for now, but with the idea that we're going to put more in later. We probably need to build another barn over here. Are these two full? Yeah, just about. So let's drop another one down. We'll put it in between the cows and the field right here. I believe I have tomatoes growing. I got eggplants, though. I think tomatoes are new with this video as well. But eggplants are... I know I have a new favorite plant every video, but eggplants, I love the way eggplants look. They are really cool looking. We will get to see what they look like this coming spring. The tomatoes are a pretty cool looking plant, too. But I believe we've seen them, not this series, but in my first series, The Town That Didn't Make It. So yeah, we don't have any baby cows yet. Oh, no, we do have a baby cow. Did that literally just happen? Because I didn't see him there. Doesn't matter, happy to have him. Our baby population is dropping a little. Our food is actually dropping. It might be time... Ooh, actually we have eggplants here. See, look at them. It's like you get 6 eggplants per bush. And I think the models look really cool. Like, you can tell that they're little eggplants growing on a bush. Unlike the blue pumpkins, I don't think I have any growing right now, where they're kind of squashed down. These actually, like, they look like actual objects. And I don't know, I think they look really cool. They're my new favorite plant right now. Sorry, red lettuce. I put a quarry in over here. I don't know, I don't think that was in the last video. But we were running low on stone and running out of places to gather it. So I put in a quarry. I only have 2 people working at the moment. We are capped out on iron, and that is fine. 200 iron, I'm cool with. What else here? I think that's all the new stuff. But I definitely want to start expanding up here. And we might need another field. I don't know. Maybe food was just dipping because it was right before harvest. Let's speed it up here. So, I don't know what it takes to make bread or whatever they make in the bakery. I'm assuming it's bread. It might just be flour, and that's it, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out very shortly. You know what? Since they are capped out on iron, let's have them make some coal, mine some coal. Because I want to start making some iron tools, which I have not started to do yet. But it seems like it might be about that time. I did figure out that this does not make furnace fuel. In that not a glass works. This guy right here, fuel refinery, he turns firewood into a furnace fuel. So we were going through firewood like crazy, but I got it under control, put in another wood chopper. So they're keeping up no problem now. And our center town is getting very busy now. There are people running all over the place. Our little Canadian inn can hardly keep up the amount of liquor that they need for demand. Our ale. I rebuilt the hunter's cabin. I still haven't put anyone there. I don't know, it just feels like a waste of resources. I mean, we do have quite a bit of laborers. I guess we can put one on. Just the one hunter. You know, we'll let that one person that's passionate about hunting take over. And let's put another teacher in. I know we only have 15 students, but, you know, let's put someone on. We have the people to spare. We have our third little cow here. I love the way the dairy cows look. And they are getting our new barn up. Very good. Okay, we got the dairy up. What? Dairy worker. That makes sense. And what can we make here? Just, we don't get a choice. They just make what they make. Fair enough. And we do get to choose at the bakery hardtack bread, regular bread, cheese bread. Okay, that sounds good. Nut bread, fruit bread, or fruit cake, sugar cookies, flour and sugar. Okay. Oh, you need butter for bread. Okay. Well, we should have butter. I'm assuming that's... What did I just click? I'm assuming that's made at the dairy. Cat, you have to get out of my way, please. So we'll let the person at the dairy figure it out. We'll keep it on hardtack bread for now. I'm assuming it's called baker. So we're going to have some bread and dairy products coming in. Very nice. I love milk, so I couldn't imagine living in a town that hasn't had milk for 64 years. Poor Christine and Freem, our very two villagers, they didn't even, you know, milk was a pipe dream for them. Poor people. Let's put another house down back here. And I have... As you saw earlier, I did put in a glass works. So we have glass now. Materials is capped out. Let's raise that to 1,000. But yeah, so I've been making glass. We have some, even though he hasn't been making it because we're capped out. But see, we have some glass there. So I have been able to make the country houses. There's something else. Yeah, large residence. What does that look like? Oh, that's these big houses with the columns. And you know, we have bricks now, so I could start building these. I don't think I want them over here, though. These are the houses that are going to be on our, you know, noble island over here. All going to have this riverfront property. But let's just stick with the lesser houses over here. We'll give them a country house. I don't like these white ones as much as the stone ones that you can get. And I'm sure there's a way to shuffle through these without just trying over and over again. I haven't figured it out. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go with a white one. Oh, now it gives me a stone one. Well, you know what? I'm going to put a stone one right next door. You can build both of them. I think we have the supplies to do so without freaking out too much. And I wanted to disassemble this thing. Let's move this. Remove that, please. Because I want to put a little garden area here for these houses in front. And let's expand it. We'll put a road right. How much stone do we... We're actually dipping on stone, so let's not use stone quite yet. We'll connect that, remove this piece in the middle, and then we'll have one nice big rectangle in front of these houses. Then we'll build them something nice. Wait for them to remove. Before we start here, there he goes. Alright, so he left one. Alright, well, you know what? We will get started with, even with that there. And what do I want to put in here? Maybe another flower bed? What about the hedges? Will a hedge fit? Ooh, they will fit in here pretty perfectly. That makes it pretty hard not to use them. Or wait, is that in the road? Yes, that is in the road. But you know what? Can I put a... No, I can't. Dang. Alright. Remove this piece, please. What's the next shortest? And that'll leave us with, what, one space there at the end. That's fine. Maybe we can plant, like, that 1x1 flower bed there. So we'll put one there, put one there. And then we will drop in these 1x1s. Okay, I like these white flowers. Can I get white again? Pink. Yellow. Pink. Yellow. Alright, you know what? Pink. We'll go with pink. You know, variety. It's nice to have. And we will put in 2 little stone benches here. Okay, rain, I really wish you'd go away. We'll put one right there. And I want one with a back, please. There has to be some way to cycle through these. I just can't figure it out. No. Alright. Well, I can do it the old-fashioned way. Does that one have a back? I think it does. We will put it at that end. Flip it around. Please. There we go. And another one. One with a back, please. There we go. Just a nice little courtyard area. You know, the kids can come play here. You know, you can stop and rest, get some fresh air. In the summer, should we put like a cherry tree? Oh, I need cherries to build a cherry tree. Okay. I don't have any of these. Well, can't build that then. What about regular trees? Town jasmine tree? I don't want it to block my view of the houses too much, though. Ooh, one of these purple trees. Okay, I like that. Purple tree right in the middle. And... house... no. Small pond, not gonna work. Street lantern. Oh, we need oil. Some kind of oil for that? Yeah, I do not have oil yet. A privy... an outhouse. You know, an outhouse might have been useful, in the early days. We'll put one in. Where should I put it, though? You know, away... it's kind of stinky, you know? So we probably want to put it... You know what? We'll put it outside the bar. I can see a lot of people needing to use that, you know, as they're leaving the bar. Oh, wow, look at these graves. Okay, these are some fancy graves. Whoever just recently got buried must have had the money. Our church is maxed out, so we might need to build another one. If I'm gonna build one, I'll probably put it over here somewhere. I told you I was going to show you where I plan on building the big one. I plan on building the big church over here. See, it has that nice big tower in it with some stained glass. I think it's going to be over here because this is where the nobles will go to church, right? So I think it's going to be like over on this side of the creek, and then everything to the left, like over in this area, is going to be one huge, very nice decorative cemetery. So that's where most of our people will go to be buried. For right now, you just have to wait your turn. Only 2 people at this one, unfortunately. Now, I did do the mod cemetery. Where did they go? Where did the civic buildings go? Why am I not able to find it? Here we go. It lets you build a fenceless cemetery, so they don't have to be as big as ones that require fence. So then you can put a small one in and then build your own fence, which I thought was really nice. I wish they were centered, but you know, can't get too greedy. I put a willow in next to this pond and a couple little plants. These plants didn't come with the pond, I planted them. And a little bench out here so you can sit next to the pond. You know, I doubt there's any fish in there, but if there was, maybe you could get your fishing pole out. With this storage area, I really was hoping that when they stored stuff, it would sit like out in this circle area. It doesn't, but it still looks nice. The building itself looks nice, and it holds a lot of stuff. And we are in early spring. And we have another little cow, very nice to see. And can we cut down some of these trees? I want to see the new buildings. We'll leave. Cut down that tree.